From an Indiana man who watched this twister from across the street, and a tornado in Nebraska that reduced this factory to shreds, to a Canadian boy who loves storm chasing with his dad, and an EF3 tornado in Uruguay that nearly wiped out this town, here are the scariest tornado videos from up close. Dolores, Uruguay is a small city in the Soriano department. It's home to roughly 20,000 people living along the Rio San Salvador. Unfortunately, this puts them inside South America's tornado corridor, which sees the second most tornadic activity on Earth, other than Tornado Alley, USA. On April 15th of 2016, a powerful EF3 twister spun up over Dolores. While most people ran for cover, these brave locals stood their ground to film as much as they could. The April tornado left a trail of ruin in its path. Over 200 homes and businesses were damaged or destroyed. Cars were flipped on their roofs, and trees were reduced to splinters. Sadly, over 200 people were injured, and 5 lost their lives. According to the National Weather Service, the twister formed west of Dolores and strengthened to EF3 intensity as it entered the city limits. Despite being in the middle of South America's tornado corridor, storms like these are considered rare in Dolores. The last twister to strike was a weaker storm in December of 2012 that some folks hadn't yet recovered from when the 2016 storm tore through the same area. Didsbury, Canada is a small town in central Alberta, roughly 50 miles north of Calgary. It's home to just over 5,000 people, including this brave father-son duo. On July 1st of 2023, a powerful thunderstorm spawned southwest of Didsbury. An emergency alert went out, warning the locals of possible tornadoes. While most people sought shelter, this father-son storm-chasing team drove straight toward the action. They arrived just in time to watch what quickly became a destructive EF4 tornado.
Yeah,
That's dust.
yeah, we're gonna have to move pretty quick here.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a tornado.
It already is a tornado. It's definitely a tornado.
It's definitely a tornado.
Real. Right? Oh no, oh yeah, there's stuff flying around in it. Oh no, it hit something.
Our storm-chasing father was right to assume the worst. As the twister tracked eastward, it slammed into multiple properties along Township Road. Several trees and farm buildings were destroyed, and trees were snapped in half like toothpicks. It would only get crazier from there.
Oh, I hope nobody's getting hurt. There's a lot of stuff flying around in it.
If a tornado looks behind us and makes a second tornado, that would be the tornadoes at the same time.
Yeah.
That would be insane. This is massive.
It's getting huge. It's getting absolutely huge.
Oh, it looks like it's heading right for YCS house.
Oh no. Oh, big hailstone just landed right next to us. I'm gonna zoom out. Oh my goodness. Oh. I think it's gonna miss that house, but. Oh, it is just getting bigger and bigger and louder. Here. Oh, there's big hail coming down. You okay? Yeah, it's huge. It's huge, huge hail. Yeah, let's get in the car.
Nothing ruins a father-son bonding experience quite like golf ball-sized hail. The duo quickly jumped into their car and tried to drive ahead of the storm. When they finally arrived at a safe location, the little boy decided it was his turn to film the twister. He also took the opportunity to teach us a thing or two about tornado safety.
Tornado has been going on for like a solid 5 or 10 minutes. At least 5 minutes. This is insane. This is why you want to stay far from tornadoes. They can be cool, but they can also be deadly. Show them how big they are. Dad, can you bring that hailstone over here so we can see?
Look at that.
Look at that hailstone. That's almost tennis ball size.
The team relocated once more when the hail caught up with them. This time, Dad decided to get them as close as possible to give his son a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Holy! Look at this beast! I am fully zoomed out. Humongous!
Canadian weather experts quickly rated this storm an EF4 on the enhanced Fujita scale. Wind speeds peaked around 170 miles per hour, and the storm itself traced a 9-mile scar between Range Road 23 and Queen Elizabeth Highway. According to reports, 12 homes were damaged, 3 were destroyed, and 4 were considered uninhabitable after the storm. It was the strongest twister to hit Alberta since the Black Friday twister of 1987 that claimed the lives of 27 people. On Friday, April 26th of 2024, a powerful EF3 twister passed through Lincoln, Nebraska as part of a broader outbreak between Thursday the 25th and Sunday the 28th. In the parking lot of Garner Industries manufacturing plant, an employee's dashcam recorded the storm as it approached the building, putting all 70 people inside at risk. Based on what happens next, it's a miracle that they all made it out in one piece. The storm flattened the 115,000 square foot facility in less than 20 seconds. Those inside didn't have time to run and instead decided to shelter in place. While they all escaped the disaster, many had to deal with physical injuries and mental scars. The tornado over Lincoln traced an 8.5-mile path of destruction between Havelock Avenue and Salt Creek. Aside from the Garner plant, the storm also damaged several cars in the parking lot, even tossing one between 75 and 100 yards away. As it approached Highway 6, the storm derailed train cars and damaged several homes and businesses. But, as bad as it was, nobody lost their life. Though 62 Garner employees did lose their jobs after the company announced sweeping layoffs in the wake of the storm. There's nothing like a beer at your favorite pub when your hometown is under a tornado warning. Tommy Vyson of South Bend, Indiana, wasn't about to let bad weather keep him from Second Base Sports Bar on Ironwood Drive. But just as he was about to head inside, a rare, low-topped supercell tornado touched down behind the CVS across the street. Tommy's bar stool would have to wait. This was better than an ice-cold beer.
Get in! Coming this way.
Surveys from the National Weather Service determined that the storm was on the ground for 10 minutes and tracked a 2-mile path through South Bend. Wind speeds peaked between 115 and 125 miles per hour, which was enough to cause significant damage to a local park. The debris you see flying over CVS is coming from the Growing Kids Learning Center on Ireland Road, which took a direct hit when the storm came through. The building's east wall was destroyed, with some debris landing several hundred yards away. Thankfully, nobody suffered any severe injuries, and we believe Tommy was able to enjoy his tornado warning beer. June 16th of 2014 was a warm, moist day in Tornado Alley, USA. The conditions spawned severe thunderstorms over central and eastern Nebraska, some producing hail the size of tennis balls. In Pilger, Nebraska, a small village southwest of Sioux City, twin EF4 twisters touched down around 4 p.m. These daredevil storm chasers knew the Pilger twins were among the rarest things they'd ever see. They'd gladly risk their lives for some up-close and personal footage with one of them.
Do you hear it? Get past these mountains. Get past these mountains. Past the hill mountains. That's not good. No. It's not good.
We believe the storm chasers in this video are sitting on State Route 275, looking southwest towards Pilger. In this 2012 Google Maps image, you can see the same water tower and silos in the distance. According to the National Weather Service, the main storm in this clip, and the first one of the twins to touch down, was a long-track 18-mile twister with a peak width of roughly 500 yards. It slammed into town after spawning about 2 miles southeast. All the debris you see in this clip are bits and pieces of Pilger flying in every direction. When it was finally over, roughly 75% of the village was destroyed or heavily damaged. 2 people lost their lives, and 20 more were hospitalized with various injuries. Puerto Varas, also known as the City of Roses, is a large city in southern Chile. It's a popular tourist destination famous for its German traditions and proximity to the Andes Mountains. Those very mountains are why tornadoes are extremely rare in Chile. But that doesn't mean that they can't happen. On May 25th of 2025, a rare twister touched down in Puerto Varas, catching this local cameraman, along with everybody else, off guard.
No lo creo. Wow, wow, wow. Mire las latas. ¿Qué es esto? Tornado. Pasa, 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 viejito. Vamos, viejito. Pasa, perro. Pasó. Y voló el techo de mi vecino.
Despite being a weaker EF1 tornado, the storm damaged over 250 homes and knocked down hundreds of trees and power lines. Dozens of cars were flipped onto their roofs, shattered glass littered the streets, and rooftops were peeled off buildings like can openers. Wind speeds peaked around 110 miles per hour, according to some reports. And while that sounds like nothing compared to American tornadoes, it is catastrophic in a city that isn't prepared to withstand such raw power. It was New Year's Day of 2010. A Russian couple was out for a casual afternoon drive when the weather began to turn. Nothing seemed out of the ordinary at first. People were out and about, and clear blue skies spanned the horizon. That's when a tornado seemingly tore through out of nowhere, and our Russian couple found themselves in the middle of it.
Господи, подожди. Ой, куда ехать-то, Господи? Ой. Вот сюда, пусть ничего не знает, что.
Looking back, you can see the tornado moving from right to left as it comes over the buildings. Luckily, it wasn't strong enough to knock over these power lines, which would have likely landed on our driver. We weren't able to find much online about this specific storm. It's unclear how strong it was, and we don't know how much damage it actually caused. In general, Russian tornadoes are typically weak and short-lived. The whole country only sees between 100 and 300 each year. Of them, less than 50 are ever classified as severe. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, be sure to click the link on screen now. With that, thank you all for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.